Why is it saying I'm offline? Yep. Okay, I think I'm back. Hopefully so. Alrighty. And the boop. Oh, it just does a cut. Like, why is it doing this? Why? I have, like, specific transitions that can be used now. Also, ugh. So yeah, sorry about that, everyone. I seem to have just come into, like, a little spot of bother. I don't know what happened, honestly. I'm gonna have to, like, check it. Mapes! Darn it! We only just hit the 2-hour mark and you went and stole my muscles! Anywhoosy, so yeah, so the second document, the quote-unquote secret document, is gonna be used for, like, just sexy ideas and more, like, explicit content. So then that way I can still, like, because that's the thing with like story writing, is like you want to tell a message, and it could be as, like, subtle as a needle or as brutal as a hammer. Sexual stuff is just going to be as brutal as a hammer. You just want to do sexy things. And then the first story I'm doing, like, you know, acceptance and, you know, affection, all that one's a little more like slow burn and subtlety and such, because, you know, I want to be able to make a good story where it's like, you know, granted, it could still be, you know, a teeny bit fetishy, granted, because you're dealing with, like, himbos and like, you know, allies and all that kind of jazz. But basically, I want to be able to write that story and, you know, not have it, like, completely distracted by the ooh woo notices your bulge stupidity. So yeah. So I'm gonna be honest with you, because, like, good storytelling is never like, oh, this person who's like, you know, just always been in a rut does this one thing and it changes his life forever. No, that's not what happens half the time. Half the time, you need to have an external force do a radical change for you and consistently make the change. That's what make a good story. Because we don't care about the hero that became a hero across, like, you know, 4 years of military training. We care about the hero when he has, like, one mission in the military that all of a sudden puts him way out of his depth, Die Hard style, and then it's just like, ba-bum, congratulations, soldier, despite the odds, you've done it. That's the story we want to hear. We don't care about, you know, John McClane when he was, like, in the police academy and all that kind of such. We care about John McClane when he goes to Nagasaki Tower. Thank you for my TED Talk. Donk. Dink. Hear me out. There we go. All right, now back to the game instead of horniness.
Tell me more about
Horny stuff going secret document. Exactly.
What about it is so horrifying that it would provoke such a fuss?
Our work concerned the teachings of St. Lucius.
The disciple of Saint Matthias. The one who returned to Teleme after traveling with his master.
The very same. His writing was carefully preserved, but never seriously studied.
With the discovery of Teofredi, we thought it crucial to take a look at the original text. We wanted to verify if this island could have been the faraway place that he spoke of. The Eden of Saint Matthias.
And? What did you find?
Teofredi is without any doubt the land that our Saint Matthias and his disciples went to.
Ow.
The text that we discovered was radically different from what we expected to find.
In the original text, St. Lucius doesn't speak of an Eden, of the paradise of the illuminated. He speaks of a voice that came from the depths of the earth, which convinced St. Matthias to stay there.
It was written in black and white, and there is no doubt about it. The original was written in Lucius's own hand.
I understand now what that text has cost you. This voice from the depths sounds more the power of a demon than a saint.
And sounds a little more believable.
Always difficult to interpret, But what is written?
Because they did mention before that the island that we've discovered, it's like it's got a volcano in the center. I'm gonna be honest with you. If you like just going in this in a fantasy mind, if you just ended up on an island that it has a central volcano, and then it's, you know, everyone's theorizing of, oh, maybe this is the Eden that was talked about in the, you know, heavily modified texts about a religion, and then someone checks the original text and they're like, oh, wait, hang on. They didn't get a message from above about this place being Eden. They got a message from below that someone says you should stay there. I'm going to be honest with you. I am more likely going to believe someone in the ground because of an active volcano. Because here's the thing, is like, thinking process time. What if the volcano, you go into it and then you're going down and then you enter in this network of like all this other magic tomfoolery or even like a subculture? I will sooner believe in mole people than flying people. At least when you come to the terms with like fantasy and shit. Because I'm going to be honest with you. Even if hey, my muscles are back. Cool, it didn't take over 5 minutes to get it back. I'm going to be honest with you. When there's like religious texts and such that talk about, you know, heavenly people, very rarely is it actually like them, you know, fluttering from above and being like, ah, yes, my child, come join us in the heavens. It's more rather they've disguised themselves as people and are standing with us. Because then we don't go crazy. Because if you look at like earlier references about what angels look like during like, you know, before the Christian recruitment drive, they looked fucking scary. Just eyes all over the place with hundreds of wings.
Who were you hoping would give you asylum?
We were hoping to reach Al-Sad. The Inquisition won't chase us into the den of their enemies.
Our research won't interest the
I
Bridge
just
Alliance.
tried to press the muscle button again.
We'll
Yeah, no, that should not work. The muscle button should have mentioned that, you know, it can only be redeemed once an hour. The possibility of making an
Did
agreement.
you try speaking with the senses? You could forget what you have discovered, perhaps.
Oh, we have signed already an abjugation stating that we misunderstood the sacred
You know? Okay.
texts of St. Lucius. We were even ready to say that we had never seen the true text, or anything else that would have pleased them.
It served no purpose. It's our lives they are after.
I see. Well, you have no other choice but to run and seek refuge in enemy territories.
I beg of you, please do not deliver us to them. Let us continue on this path.
Yeah, of course. Like,
I could have a word with the good Dr. Sahin, the ambassador of the Bridge Alliance. If he can be persuaded to offer you asylum, you would be saved.
Your goodness honors you. May the illuminated forever.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I respect
If I
this
manage
like
to
group,
convince
like
the
these two
ambassador,
fellas.
you need to refrain from that sort of blessing. Stay here. I'll be back.
Because, like, quite frankly, if the group you're with, like, that's filled with like multiculturalism, or actually we have no evidence they're multicultural. We just have evidence that they're kooky Christian zealous. So yeah, if that group there, you read their original text and you're like, oh, hang on. What if it wasn't angels that spoke there? It was demons because of what was said here. If their first response is, you cannot know of this, die, eat shit, that's not a group you want to be with. That's a group that is a cult. If anyone ever denies you wanting to learn new things, they're gaslighting you. Take it from me, a zebra who very much is trying to convince everyone that he is a muscly 7-foot zebra online. Ooh. Yes, please. I'll take all of this. Never mind the fact that he's, like, stealing in a port. Yum. Time to talk to people. Yum. 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 Wait, am I going the right way? Yes, I am. So, one of the things I've had to grapple with in writing is, this is going to sound strange, but it's like, I'm not 100% certain how to write about describing bodies. Because, like, you know, best case scenario is you don't need to describe them too much. But the thing is that I don't want to, like, lack in describing them. But I also don't want to, like, oversell some things. Because it's like, clearly there's some obvious stuff where it's like, oh, maybe you need to mention skin color or the style of their hair if it's like something ludicrously crazy. But how do you describe a normal looking person? And how do you describe it in a fashion that isn't going to have people be like, oh, this isn't the normalcy I was thinking of?
Your Excellency.
Lord de Sade.
Why does he makes it sound like as if he's going to like spit venom at me, but then he's like, Lord de Sade. He's like, oh, like, never mind. I actually want you. Ask about the help for the historians.
I would like to talk to you about a rather delicate matter.
I am listening.
A couple of historians have made a recent discovery concerning Mateus, the founder of the mythical Teleme. And it seems that this is not to the liking of the Illuminated, or at least his more fervent subjects.
These sinister hypocrites are going to want to burn them at the stake.
Without a doubt. And that's why these poor people are begging you to offer them asylum.
We are willing. Where are they to be found at this time?
At the port of Serene. They were hoping to stow away discreetly on a vessel to Al-Sad.
Very well. I shall send an escort immediately to take them somewhere safe.
Thank you, Turban Man. The relationship with the Congregation of Merchants. I believe I'm the Congregation of Merchants, so don't need to ask him about that.
Excellency.
Goodbye, Lord de Sade.
Yeah,
We owe you our lives.
Oh, hey, they're already here. Cool.
It was nothing.
Glad to know I'm getting, like, immediate return on my goodwill to them.
If you would allow me, I would like to give you this. It's not much, but it is all that we possess.
Farewell.
You have a kind heart, Greenblood. It'll be the end of you, but that doesn't bother me. I wouldn't have wanted those poor buggers to end up on a burning pyre.
It would seem that I'm not the only one with a tender heart.
Nyom. Dung 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 dung. See, look at this. This looks crazy occulty. Like, look, you have a person just praying in front of like a massive symbol with a fire in the center. When the hell is it a good sign that like, your religious symbol includes fire? Like, active fire. You crazy. So what is this game about? You are not the Spanish Inquisition, currently in not Spain, on your way to not the Americas, as you are going to now deal with, like, your new life as, a governor's friend there, where there's currently not Native Americans there, because right now there's also magic and shit. That's the best way I've interpreted it. It's like, oh, what if history, but exorbitant use of magic?
To what do I owe the pleasure?
And this is like the crazy religious fellas, the ones that, were interested in burning their people because they had questions of, oh, what if the voice that came from the earth wasn't an angel, but actually a demon? Because, they came from the earth.
It pains me to
Yes, it's an
inform you that
RPG.
the heretics
So yeah,
seek
the first two games I went through back on Saturday were quick runs. Like, Destroy All Humans was just action-y fun, and the second one was Titanfall 2. I gotta see if I should try and, like, condense it into a short video and share it around YouTube and such. Try and advertise my channel. Okay, do I lie to this person, or do I tell... I'm gonna tell the truth. I'm gonna say,
I
fuck
heard
you.
the case they made for themselves. I decided to let them escape.
What are you saying?
They convinced me that your accusations have nothing to do with heresy, and that their only crime was discovering historical truths denied by Teleme.
And you gave credence to the lies preferred by these blasphemers.
Yes.
Their historical truths are nothing but nonsense, fabricated to undermine the foundations of Teleme.
Their historical truths are, terrible to our fantasy.
Proves the fact that they are heretics.
Oh my
I
goodness.
fear that your youth and kind heart has blinded you, de Sade. That is a shame.
Ugh.
I was expecting more from a young legate who seemed sensitive to our magic.
Don't care. But yeah, that line there is just like, oh, their historical truths, like, tarnish our image of fantasy. It's like if someone, like, came up to you and said, actually, it's not true that Pepsi had the second largest military in the world in 1980s. Like, it's like as if someone went up to you and said that, and you just looked at them and said, I am going to wreck your entire world. How dare you speak to me this way? Despite the fact that, you know, there is no confirmation that Pepsi ever owned a navy. Sure, they were in this weird coinkydink where they were trying to organize a trade deal with I can't remember the country right now, but basically they want to get Pepsi into a country, and at the time they couldn't until but then all of a sudden the Russian military like gave up a lot of their naval fleet, and it went to that group. It went to that country, and then all of a sudden Pepsi finally got their deal. So some people got the weird idea that Pepsi, for a time, kept a military that was equal to like the second or third largest naval fleet in the country in the world, and they used that as a bargaining chip to get Pepsi sold in their country.
I must be going. Farewell, Excellency.
So yeah, sorry about the tangent, but yeah, this is basically the extra level Christianity over here with their crazy symbology. And we leveled up. How thankful. Nope. C? Oh, C lets you crouch. Okay, I gotta remember that. Usually, like, people change it to, like... Ooh. Oh. Okay, so we got a blue... Oh, wait, they're both blue. Okay. This one's a cool one. Alright, the bandit hats are shit. Then we have... Stone necklace. We can't see a stone necklace, so nice try. Yay! This looks cool. And then this is... Sailor gloves. Cool. Chance of recycling is increased by so much percentage. And then we have... Look at our dapper gentleman. This is the part of RPGs I like, is when you can do some customizations and such. I would prefer if they were able to separate the stats from the appearance, if you could have an opportunity to do that. Not many RPGs do that, and half the time when they do, it's like, you know, in MMOs with a paywall and such. Alright, so we got more points. Stealing... Actually, hold on a sec. Can I put anything into... Completely immobilized from the duration of the effect. Receiving damage will cancel the effect. Use temporary. Oh, there's more up here. Cool. Whoop. There we go. Cruel Steel. Still nothing in the attributes or in the talent, but we'll fix that. Why does this keep saying I've unlocked oh, it's the bottle of brandy and a key to the thingamadiggies. Alright, what is in here that is saying I've unlocked things, honestly? Name, type. Donk. And then this is a map. Cool. So, we got the New Serene, and then we got the Hikmet and the Samethus. Needies. And... Nope. We're dealing with a side quest right now of finding about the disappearance of a Naut. That's their, like, name for a, sailors. Yeah, sailors. Running. My god, my gentleman looks so fucking dapper right now. Alright, so it's...
So, are you ready? Can we weigh anchor?
We
Stop.
should be able to set sail with the
Nope.
tide, as agreed.
We're not going just yet.
I'm still without news of my cabin boy, but we will have to do without.
This Jonas, Does he have any close...
In tradition, we are all members of the same family.
Might I have a word with them?
As you wish, you'll find them over.
Mm-hmm.
I have a favor to ask before we leave.
I'm all ears.
We would like to load some merchandise.
Impossible. All merchandise must be registered, so... Unless you're asking...
I wouldn't go that far.
Well then, they'll have to wait.
The Hellfire. If that ship...
Captain, I understand your position.
I doubt it. Even if I wanted to help you, my quartermaster is a half-crazed bridge troll. He's gotten into his head that a gang of ruffians has placed guards where our cargo is being held, but all that is not in the warehouse, and noted on the manifest. Sorry, but your crates are gonna...
Sorry, Kurt.
The commander is gonna have my head.
In that case, we're going to have to dock to the man. Be back
Cool.
soon, Captain.
Alright. Running. So. Clear out the warehouse guards and inform the porters. Uh-huh. Why does it want us in here? Oh, okay. It's to talk to this fella, Flavia.
Good day. Someone told me that you're a friend of Jonas's, the young cabin boy who's gone...
That's right, yeah.
Yes. Your captain asked me to go and find...
Happy to hear he's taken the disappearance seriously.
What do you think about Captain Vasco?
He's a damn good navigator. He knows his craft well.
How old is he?
He's not seen his 25th year yet. If he keeps...
When did you last see him?
2 days ago, in the evening. We went to have a drink in the tavern.
She makes me think she's an elf because of like the ears, like sticking out of the sailor thingy-majiggy like that.
Like he was somewhere else.
Why would that be? Give me your best guess.
Boy, I haven't the faintest idea.
What does Jonas do in his free time? When you're on land?
He just hangs around here or there. You know the cabin boys don't have half a sailor's wages. And when evening comes, we usually go down the tap.
Did he ever have one too many?
Never. He sips his pint like it was bad medicine.
Does he know anyone in Serene?
No one.
Do you think he could have made himself any enemy?
I wouldn't think that for a moment.
I don't know where to start with them.
No. Lauro won't stop telling anyone who will lend.
And you don't believe him?
I like Lauro, don't get me wrong, he's like a brother. The itch for a drink gets us all, but to him more than others. And when you drink here, yesterday, it was me who tied one over, and I thought I heard Jonas. I called back to him, as you guessed.
I need to be going.
Alrighty, so you were talking about a canal. Wait, 1 sec. So, investigate the... Okay, I'm going the right way. Dong 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 dong. Hello, Laria.
I've been told that you know the missing cat.
Talking about Jonas? You bet you're stood like I've been crying to the 9 deaf winds.
What do you think about Captain Vasco?
He's a just man who knows his knots. It's a pity that he hasn't much heart for laughs now and again.
Were you a witness to the event?
Yes, I was. Even though the other day, in the tavern, I saw him talking to a well-dressed man, surrounded by some other sly ruffians. And then when we left, him and I, Flavia left a little earlier, you understand. Well, those brutes were there, waiting for him. They just up and took him like that.
Why didn't you intervene?
I tried to, believe.
Did you report this to the captain?
Unfortunately not. I know all too well what weight my words carry. And the captain? No.
Did Jonas seem troubled to you?
Maybe.
Do you know what was on?
No.
Wow, like these people are like family. Hey, do you know anything about Jonas and if he was, you know, having troubles? Yeah, he looked like he has troubles. Can you elaborate? Nope.
You think my story is nothing?
It's just that I can't imagine a gang of thugs. Did anyone else see them?
There was still a small... I seem to recall that regular being there. Kind of fellow who plays from morning to night. Now and again he comes out when nature calls.
Thank you, Laura. I need to be going.
Strange story, this is.
Something isn't right here, I can feel it. We need to lift the veil on this.
Alrighty. Next location to investigate our missing cabin boy. I wonder if the captain and the cabin boy have like a mentor relationship or something like that. Like he's just hiding it from us because he didn't want people to have, like, you know, ill thoughts about it. Alright, so we got 2 different sailors. Yeah, let's... Oh, we can put things in there. Alright, let's... Nope. Alright, so we'll get rid of one of the coats. Yep. Alright, can we put anything in there? No, we can't put anything in there, it seems, because we don't have any crafting levels. Ooh, a lock pouch, which increases the lock picking. Level 2, level 3. Alright, there's definitely a reason to get... At least there's like a good reason to get crafting and shit, it seems. Alright. Can't do anything there, can't do anything there. We've already got our pistol. Then we got an old leather cape, which is, like, I'm gonna be honest with you, useless. So let's recycle this. There we go. Alrighty, now let's go investigate the tavern for whoever was playing cards or whatnot. I imagine we're gonna be talking to a guy who was playing cards.
Can I pour you anything? It's you.
Yes.
But I didn't recognize you, my scruffy young pup. You put this place to shambles last night.
Lol.
I am quite sorry about that.
Better of you.
Come on now. Don't be angry now. What can I do?
Whatever can I do?
I'm looking for a Naut, a young cabin boy who's been...
A Naut, you say? That's not a lot.
According...
A kidnapping. In my... I would have noticed.
Someone told me about one of your faithful clients.
I see. An able-bodied man.
Where might I find him?
Here? He would never give away anything else.
I need to be off.
Goodbye.
Alrighty, so... Oh, would you look at that? It's this fella here.
Who are you? I don't recognize you. Am I in your debt?
They have something called the Malachor, which is like
It's
disease.
for a different reason that I'm here. I'm looking for a Naut that disappeared 2 days ago, after visiting this establishment. A young cabin boy. 2 members of his crew accompanied him.
Yes, that does ring.
What can you tell me about the boy?
He seemed rather nervous, and
Oh wait, I
Can you
didn't...
tell-
he seemed rather nervous, and he must have been right to be nervous.
Tell me what happened that evening.
A rich merchant came in, the kind of man you can round up for. They exchanged words with the cabin boy.
And after that?
It just so happens that I did go out for a break, and I think I might well have seen those same men. I wouldn't have thought that they were kidnapping him, if that's what it...
Who was the rich merchant, do you think?
No, sir. You were... It was Sir Fontaine.
Where can I find
He
him?
has a house in the wealthy boroughs, just off the canal.
Thank you. You've been immense...
This man is completely owned by his love for the game. Do you think we can trust him?
What would he gain from lying?
I have no idea.
Ooh, hey,
What would any
coin.
wealthy merchant gain from holding a penniless child?
Alrighty, so we need to head up to the upper levels, which is over this way. Is it? Yeah, it is. Cool. Oh yeah, don't panic. There's just, for some reason, they're burning bodies in the middle of the square with, like, no guardrail or anything like that. People can just, like, go up to it and get burned. Oh, this is the upper district? Okay. Sup? We're gonna enter this establishment and check in on you.
Sir?
I would like to have a word with Sir Fontaine.
He is absent, but the lady of the house could certainly receive you. Enter, please.
Cool. Oh, wow, so many glasses just out in the open.
Might I help you, sir?
Oh, you're just gonna
I need to be going.
Yoink. Alrighty. Yay, we can go up these stairs. The other, like, embassies we've been going to don't let us. Hello, Lady Fontaine. You look
Oh,
positively annoyed with
I've
us.
seen you at court. You are Lord de Sade, and to what do I owe the honor of your visit, Excellency?
I would like to have a word with your husband.
He is not here, but perhaps I could be of help.
It concerns a delicate matter. We're looking for a missing cabin boy. According to witnesses, he had an argument with your husband before being taken.
I see. I am afraid that you have been misled. You seem to have come to the wrong conclusion. The cabin boy you speak of was not taken. He has simply returned home.
Excuse me, but I'm not sure I understand.
Don't you see, Your Excellency? We got our son back.
Oh, what do you know?
I am very surprised. Several witnesses confirmed that your son had a fight with your husband, and that his men escorted him from the tavern using force.
And this is a cabin boy that apparently has, you know, been on, like, sale and such.
And you choose to believe these drunkards over a respectable family?
These witnesses are all in agreement, and it's their testimonies that have led me to your doorstep.
My son was probably shocked to have found us. My husband and the other men might have simply had to carry him. A gesture that your drunkards must have misunderstood.
No. I'm pretty sure you, like, kidnapped your son.
What was your son doing on a Naut ship? Why would they have taken him?
It is what they do. Through pacts and contracts, they steal away young children from their mothers.
What are you talking about?
I would have thought that a legate would know these things. But it is true that you are young and inexperienced. It seems that you have been protected from the turpitudes of our own nation and their terrible allies. This horrible, constant ransoming that they put us through. But I will not say another word.
No, you're gonna have to tell us more.
Details now that you know what to look for.
Where might I find your son now?
I cannot say, Excellency. You must understand why. Until the Nauts have set sail, we live in fear they will take him back from us.
This pact. It sounds like some fear-inducing story.
The Nauts wouldn't be the first to recruit through dubious means.
Oh, god damn it. You can't just give us the bombshell of, oh, they tricked us into giving them their son or something like that. You're gonna have to give me a little bit more. Alright.
Might I help you, sir?
I need to be
So helpful. I was really hoping you could explain to us about this apparently missing son. Like, how long was he with the Nauts? Like, you can't just, like, give us a... Ooh, chest. Thank you. Ink. Womp. A rusty stiletto. Cool. Alright, just run around. Like, I get that you don't... Like, if someone decides to, like, you know, be... you know, mean to you, or, like, you know, playing up your misunderstanding of a contract to, like, ruin your entire life. Yeah, I get that, but you're gonna have to be a little more detail, like, driven about the whole, oh, my son was taken to me thanks to a loophole or something like that. Welcome back, Luna. How was Thorin?
Can we weigh anchor?
We should be able to
We're
set
not weighing
sail with
anchor.
the
Stop
tide
saying
as
that,
agreed
you
upon.
dumb governor.
Still without news of my cabin boy, but we will have to do without.
You're gonna have to tell me about... Ask about... the
Could you
Nauts.
tell me a little about your guild?
We are masters of the ocean.
Thanks to your magic, so...
Our magic. As for your question, any child, others are sea gifted. Join. It's how the guild is made and made.
I spoke with a woman who told me she was the mother of the cabin boy. She claims that her son was taken from her.
Taken? Her son is sea gifted. His parents were required to give him up to honor the terms of a contract.
A contract? But what kind of contract are we speaking of?
Thank
A
you.
commercial contract. In exchange
He's
for
doing good?
services
That's good.
rendered by the Nauts, some families cede more than gold. In some cases, nations even trade some of their subjects before they're born. I wouldn't be able to tell you the condition of Jonas's contract. I didn't even know he was originally from Serene. But what I can tell you is the young man hasn't seen his parents since he was a small child. And ever since, he's been a Naut. Our ships are his home. We are his only family.
Okay, so the captain was, I'm gonna say at best, complicit to the contract with Jonas, and he makes it sound like as if the contract can come from both the parents and the nation that the parents are, you know, subject to. Yep, and we can't ask any more
Be
questions
back
about
soon,
that.
Captain.
You see anyone else who might be able to help us? Anyone who's not a Nauts?
Oh, how I would like my father to be implicated in this sordid business. Our old teacher must surely know what's going on here. Let's go talk to him.
Thank you. Alright, so we don't have, like, a strong idea. Okay. We don't have a strong idea about the contract. So, if it's one done by the nation, I'm gonna be honest, that's kind of a shitty nation. If they're like, oh yeah, we'll just steal some of our nation's children. Like, I don't think anyone would like that. But if it's the parents being like, oh hey, thank you for your services, we don't have coin, and you say, okay, we'll do with a child, and you at first you're like, nah. Let's hear them out.
I'm happy to see you. Your absence this morning worried both your...
Come now, Sir de Corsilion. My father may have been angry. I'm sad to have caused you to believe that I was rotting away, though still seeing double from last night's drink. Ta-da! My dear cousin jumped up out of...
You might have refrained from the company of bandits the night...
Take away the risk and...
I fear that... But you wanted to ask...
Ask about the contract between the Nauts and the
I've had a word with Lady
Fontaines.
Fontaine. You must know her. That rich family that lives near the docks. She told me a
Rich
strange
family.
story about her son who was a cabin boy on our ship. She said that he was taken when he was a child due to some contract with the Nauts.
Who was a cabin boy? Do you mean he's no longer one?
They took him back to bring him home.
Well, that is very unpleasant news, de Sade. We need to do all we can to bring the boy back to his ship. Since time immemorial, there's always been a certain price to pay for the services of the Nauts. Children born on their ships belong to them. It's the rule of the sea. But certain contracts are so important that they also require children to be offered in exchange. At the time, the congregation has passed such accord, and certain noble families had to give their children up.
Are you telling me that the Fontaines lost their son because of some agreement signed between my uncle
And
the
why,
Nauts?
like, rich parents' sons?
That
Like,
pact ended a long time ago. This cabin boy couldn't have been a part of that contract. But Sir Fontaine has made a fortune trading with the Alliance, via ships.
Do you mean he would have offered up his own son in exchange for wealth?
this one
Well, he probably
is...
did it before the birth of the child, and regretted it afterwards. But that is of little importance. What counts most is that you bring the boy back to the Nauts as quickly as possible. Breaking a contract with the seafarers has always cost us dearly. Our nation could feel it in its coffers.
I will do
Well,
my best.
A father selling his own
the nation
son.
doesn't care about us until coin is involved.
That is ugly.
Lady Fontaine didn't seem to have any knowledge of that detail. That could be of use to us.
Alrighty. So, recap. We're trying to find a cat. Ooh, who's these?
Captain, sir, we were given orders to wait here with the merchandise.
The way is clear. It's time to get going.
Do your best to be quick and quiet about it. You won't have much time to move it.
Don't you be worrying now. We're
I forgot we were
Warehouse
smuggling
is at the
equipment.
end to the right there. You can't miss it.
Move out. Quick steps.
Alright, hold on a sec. We also need to have a conversation. Wait, I can't open this? Why not? There's like perfectly good set of stairs. Like, gosh darn it. Alright, so yeah, so to recap, we're trying to find a cabin boy who was, you know, taken. And from what we can tell, they came from rich families. And the rich family, you know, at least the mother, reneged on the deal and got them back. Now, at first, we thought it might have been one done by the nation, which, I'm going to be honest with you, sounds dumb that they use rich parents, rich families to get their sons rather than, you know, downtrodden. Because fact of the matter is that if you have an abundance of children and a poverty problem, I feel like one of the first options people would have been taken as a government is trying to remove the poverty, either through upscaling or just removal. That's how the government would function. So I don't know why the deal would have been, oh, let's just grab rich parents But yeah, since then, that's no longer the case because, you know, the prince or whatever, like, you know, ended that contract. Probably because rich families were being annoyed that their sons and daughters were being taken by the sea people. So now it's more just personal contracts.
This document mentions another property, a warehouse.
That would be a great place to hide. Shall we take a peek?
I want to have a word with you, old lady.
Excuse me, madam, but I haven't quite finished.
If you would be so courteous, I would like you to leave.
Seriously, we're not gonna, like, drop the bombshell of, oh, we've learned that your husband gave up your son? Like, I would so like to drop that on them and just sort of be like, don't make it sound like as if you went into this contract without, you know, the proper due diligence of checking the husband. Alright, so we need to find a way to free Jonas, and we're going to a warehouse. Hello, dead bodies. Wait, no, not this turn. Nope, we can't turn this way. Can we turn this way? Ooh. Not exactly, but we can at least grab whatever is there. There we go. Could you, guys, could you? Yep, thank you. Hey, a warehouse.
Here we are. Be careful. Fontaine won't be alone. He'll have his henchmen with him.
A handful of underlings don't scare us away. Right, cousin?
Let's just try to remain discreet.
He's definitely not upstairs, but, you know, might be worth checking upstairs for some goods. Which there are none. Gosh darn it, what a waste. Loud? Sneaky. Loud. Sneaky. Ah.
What are you doing here?
Aw.
I've come looking for your son. The Naughts are worried about his disappearance.
Those Naughts took him from us, but now we've got him back, and he'll be staying with us.
Would you be so kind as to hear what I have to say, Sir Fontaine? I looked into the contract that binds you to the Naughts. It was indeed you who ceded your son to them in exchange for help with your business with the bridge.
It is so. But that sort of contract is ignoble. I never would have signed it if I had known.
You should have thought of that before. Breaking the contract could have regrettable consequences for the congregation.
The prince will know how to negotiate with the Naughts. If they take my son back, my wife will die of sadness.
Her sadness would be all the more terrible if she learned of your role in the story, don't you think?
You wouldn't dare tell her. I beg you.
You're not leaving me with a choice.
Very well. Take the key and take him away. Cursed be the day I delivered my son unto the Naughts.
All children leave the nest one day or another, sir. Farewell.
Wow. Just coerced him. Sup? Is this the right way? I think so. Am I going the right? Yeah, okay. We are going the right way. Bonk. Oh. Didn't realize that was there. Alright. Yep. Man, wouldn't it be something if I could, like, kick a door down?
That our man keeps his son. Abusive fathers.
Hoof fungus. That sounds disgusting. Hooves don't have fungus. Lol, just Lockpick, don't need the key. This is not a son. This is a full-grown man. What are you doing stealing a full-grown man? God damn it. Imagine if, like, it'd be like if my mother just broke into my room right now and she's just like, you can't be doing this. You're only 27. You are coming back home to my apartment in the northern Queensland and I'm going to teach you manners, and just drags me out. Like, no, that's not, like, you can't take full-grown men. This is dumb.
Who are you?
My name is
I
Sade.
take that back. He sounds
I
like a
am legacy of the
teenager.
congregation. Your captain has sent me to find you.
And were you able to convince my father to allow me to go free?
Yes. Even if I had to bend
What
his
the
arm
fuck?
a little.
Yeah.
That doesn't surprise me. He seemed to have no intention of changing his mind. I feel more sorry for my mother. She seems so sweet and happy to see me.
You don't seem to be all that close to your parents.
I hadn't seen them since I was 5 years old. I barely remember them. They find me, capture me, and lock me up in this warehouse. Hard to grow close after all that. My family is the Naughts. I am sorry for my parents, but that is the way of it now. Can I go home?
Yes. You should still go and say farewell to your mother. Then find your way to the ship.
Cool. But yeah, like, that's just ridiculous. Like, if you get, like, you know, if they were just, you know, under the age of 16 or 18, then yeah, like, you can probably, you know, try and take your family back and then just, you know, try and have, like, you know, teach him to and grow and nurture and all that. But if the man's like 18 plus, you don't have a leg to stand on when you go and take him away. He very much is aware of what he wants to do and shit. Like, goodness gracious. Man, if people acted like that, just stealing their children back after, like, you know, university or something like that, like, they need to raise the minimum age for voting and shit. Actually, no, that doesn't make sense. What am I thinking? Point is, don't steal your children after 18. Oh, wait. I need to do something else, don't I? Yeah, I need to tamper with the ship logs. That's it. Okay, I also need to change my coat, so then that way I'm not going to get in trouble for, you know, going into a...
Let's
Yep.
take a look around the building. We might find a less conspicuous entrance.
Where is the manifest to be found?
I've already been to the port authorities. They keep the official documents upstairs.
There we are. Well, that was easy.
Here's the ship's manifest. We only need to add our merchandise to the list.
Man, these guys live well. Bonk. Yum. 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 Oh, I thought he was gonna break down the door when I did that. Yum. Yeah, he just, like, grinds to a halt and just casually opens the door like any regal man. Oh, wait, hold on a sec. I need to tell someone something, don't I? Okay, no new points there. Oh, we got something new. 140, 145. I like the armor damage. So I'm going to keep the saber. Alright, let's check out these gloves. No, nothing special about them. What about the boots? We got so many soft old boots. We're definitely going to have to destroy a few of these things. And again... where is this quote-unquote barracks, honestly? There it is. Coin Guard Barracks. Oh, what the? It's the poster. To the family of the rich man who provoked us, we have him and we will kill him if you don't pay us handsomely. Come with a... Oh. We've already saved that man. He's in our party right now. He's the flamboyant fellow on the right. What the? More things to loot. I keep pressing spacebar, thinking that's going to be the jump button that I need to press, but it's not. It's the pause button every time, and I'm just fooling myself each time I do it. Thank you. Yep, and there he is.
So
Hello.
you're back. Right then. What about our business?
We can guarantee that your merchandise will leave with us.
Thank you, Your Excellency. And bravo, Kurt. The commander will be most pleased.
The cargo shall make the voyage. But who will be at its reception once it's arrived?
That shall be your next mission. Once you've reached New Serene, go and find the quartermaster. He will give you new instructions. Until then, I wish you a safe and pleasant voyage, Your Excellency. Kurt, good luck.
Needies. That was an easy return on mission. And
Welcome. Have you seen any?
let's sell some stuff. So for starters, we don't need the bandit hats. I'll keep the green, so then that way I can, like, you know, break those down. Alright, rid of that. Wow, 5 coins for all that. That was pretty cool. Junk. They better have a mass junk selling button, honestly. Otherwise, I'm going to be rather annoyed. Alrighty. That should be everything in side mission, so we can now go off onto our main adventure to New York. I mean, New Serene. Oh, hey, is there something here to pick up? I saw... No, it's not. Okay. Just a shit ton of books, apparently.
Sir,
Are you ready? Can we weigh anchor?
we should be able to set sail with the tide, as agreed upon. My cabin boy, Jonas, is back on ship. I have you to thank, I imagine.
Yes, you do.
It's
Oh,
a
I
sad
predicted that
affair,
line.
though solved, leaves a broken family behind.
All we can do is plot a course. No one tells the wind what to do. I do thank you. I didn't think you'd go to so much trouble for a cabin boy. Your actions bring you honor.
Yay! We can now ask to be aboard. We finished all our side missions and such.
Permission to board the ship. We are ready.
Certainly. But keep in mind that we'll be at sea for several months.
Noted.
No farewells to make or any final business to put into order. Now is the time.
I'm gonna say... Yeah, because I've already said goodbye to the mother and done, like, everything else.
Perfect. Follow me.
So eager to discover Tear Freddy. My isle. My new city.
You'll need to arm yourself with patience. The voyage will be long. I've been told the trip lasts months.
And they say the place is full of gigantic creatures. As big as buildings.
That's right. I heard a rumor the Nauts even brought one back in one of their ships.
I doubt that. The Nauts are strange, but they're not idiots.
Wow, this is like a massive open area. Like, what the... Ooh, what a lovely ship.
The beast is awoken!
What?
Conniving, piss-distilling, bridge-building liars. The creature was supposed to be out for days. They'll pay for this.
Of course. Like, just as we hear the...
Or are you transporting?
Help! We need ropes! We must contain it! Help!
Oh, goodness.
Let's lend them a hand.
Oh, that's a big boy. Looks like a deer. Oh, he's gonna die, isn't he? Nope.
Cut! Captain! Keep my cousin safe!
Oh, whoop. Okay, whoop. Potion. Potion. Okay, we cannot just roll this fella. If I don't unselect this, I will simply just be... Alright, actually, you know what? Mm-hmm. When in doubt, bullets! Woo! The American way. Cool. Oh, he even has an eye. What the hell? Okay.
Greenblood, how do you fare? Fine.
I'm alive. No thanks to you.
I'm well. Your lessons have proven effective. I've never seen
Your lessons have proven effective. In all swords play, I used gun for majority of the damage.
You were illustrious. I'm not of the same mind. I had the feeling it was already weakened. I did nothing more than finish it off.
Your humility remains a constant. But believe me, that battle was absolutely epic.
Woo! What is... The memory crystal allows you to reassign all skills, attributes, and talent that you spent to use it. Open the character menu and press on the button. Cool. Noted. For now, I'm fine with just using the firearms as is. So, increasing the damage, destroying more armor. Oh, and we can even, like... Allows to roll by quickly using a dodge a second time. Does not work with the divine ring magic. Useful for staying alive. Needies. The kick unbalances more. Okay. Yeah. Hmm. It's tempting to get the craftsman thingy-bobby, just so then that way I have... What the... Oh, I didn't unlock the point yet. Okay. I get it at, like, level 5 then. Okay. And then... In here, there's a bag with a memory crystal. Cool. I will likely utilize that memory crystal. Yunk. There we go. I'll likely utilize that memory crystal when I want to, like, redo my, what's-my-hoozy, my stat setup. Where in the world is... Oh, he's up here, isn't he? Yep.
Gentlemen,
Oh, yay, an even better ship than last time, hopefully. Meanwhile, the governor is just like all set for adventure. Look at him.
Your cousin's enthusiasm is most impressive.
This journey is his long-awaited chance to prove his worth. He is a demanding father.
more likely he's just happy to be free of this hornet's nest.
I definitely know I am.
Oh yes, hornet nest. Any good questions to ask Una? No, I don't have any questions, sorry. Nothing's coming to mind. Ah! Ah! Yeah. What is with this Look at the speed of the clouds behind it. It was just like a ball just going vroom, like just real fast. It was like whoomp, 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 whoomp. Yep. Yay, deckhands are still doing deckhand things. Ah, yes, looking all pensive against the horizon. Oh, that's a lot of birds. Any reason you'd like to tell us why? There's just like a shit ton of birds. Oh. Cool. Cue the title sequence! Ba-ba-ba-bam!
What a charming welcoming committee. Gentlemen, I am Constantine of House Orsay, your new governor. I have no idea what sort of ceremony you've prepared for my arrival, but I would gladly skip it, so... Indeed, these are rather peculiar customs. I see, it seems you were quite intent on serving me a drink.
Could they speak?
Cat got your tongue, gentlemen? Would it be those annoying beaks?
I am truly sorry. These doctors should have shown a greater measure of courtesy. Thank you, dear doctors. Move along. Don't trouble the Nords. Pay no attention to them. Instead, just drink. The long voyages at sea require the appropriate treatment as soon as we land. According to our scientists, without fortifiers, you might catch your death, and that would be quite regrettable.
Again, why?
This concoction is liquid torture.
I would think that they would have warned you on the ship.
Not in the slightest. And you must be Lady Morange, my predecessor.
You are correct.
There you are!
To your health.
Aha! You got your dose of bile too. Allow me to present to you Lady Morange, and to you, my dear lady, my most trusted
I like the
cousin.
music right now that's going off in the background. It wasn't as crazy as the previous one.
Preoccupied with some sort of admiral.
Indeed. Then I will have to thank him later for this most marvelous voyage. Excellency, lead me to the palace, I beg you. And, whenever possible, go by way of all the intriguing alleyways. I am dying with impatience to discover this new city. My city!
No, it's not your sits. Lol.
Have no fear, for I am here to defend you, my lady.
I've been scullied.
You mean what?
How so?
My admiral laid me off.
My cousin was nonetheless delighted with your services. I hope there was no misunderstanding.
None, I'm sure of it. She just ordered me to give you any assistance you might need.
This request doesn't seem to please you.
Don't take offense, but it's not pleasant for a captain to abandon his ship. In any case,
Fair.
here I am at your service for a while.
Cool. Yay. Kurt is still with us. That's nice. He's got a lot of life. Melee combat can wear heavy armors. Meanwhile, so his bonus is from the craftsman. His bonus is from the intuition. Oh, that's the friendship bonus. Never mind. Characteristics. It's one-handed and blades and guns. Engagement action is a poison coating and a secret blade. Needies. Yeah, no. There we go. Oh, hey! Equipment to grab. Bonk. People. Nyom. Nyom. Is there anything else to pick up and grab? No, there isn't. What time is it? Okay. I was wondering what was happening, because like I looked up at my stream counter. It says like an hour and 6 minutes, and I was like, I've been playing for a lot longer than an hour, I swear. So, that was weird. But I seem to have been having some like internet troubles tonight, so perhaps Queensland just cannot handle people, you know, suddenly working from home. I keep pressing space thinking it's the jump button. Another chest. Okay. I love how I'm just like running around this quote-unquote shipyard. Warehouse B. Cool. Yum, yum, yum. Brrrr. What do you mean impossible to enter? Aren't I dressed in the not attire right now? Yum. So this is New Serene. Needies. Oh hey, another chest to open. The ammunition is very helpful. Copper. Neaties. Oh hey, the ornate pipes again. Honestly, like I don't know why they do it. I mean, anyone that does make pipes aren't gonna make them in a fancy looking thing. They're gonna make them look like shit. Oh, what's up here? Yunk. Something good, I hope?
I need a bit of practice.
Oh, you need vigor. Okay. Noted. Okay. Well, that requires a vigor of level 2, so maybe I'll use something else for that. And then lock picking over here. Awesome. I wish I got experience for lock picking. That would have been nice. I feel like it would have progressed things nicely. Oh, hey, another statue of an explorer, I'm guessing. Chest. Or looting. More looting. Who in the world? Oh! I don't know what you're saying.
Let me pass. I must see the chief of your village. Whatever could be so funny?
Now, who would you be to seek an audience with the governor?
I am Siora, daughter of Vladnid. My mother is Amal, the chief of our clan. I am here as an emissary of my people, and I must see your chief, your governor.
So you are a princess, then?
That's... Oh my... Oh my... She explained she's a daughter of a chief. Like, that she's not a princess.
Princess, Majesty, you are most confusing. But thank you for your help.
Goodness. Thank you. Yep. Oh, I need a keeper. least she has plenty of magics. 6, 9, and 12. 6, 9, and 12. Actually, no, I'll keep Vasco. And then... because he might be of insight. Yonk. Also, he might have unique dialogue, would be nice. Democratic Affairs Advisor. Oh, he's probably upstairs.
There you are, dear cousin. What is this? Who is this amazing person in your company?
I am Siora, daughter of Bladnid, daughter of Meb. My mother is the Mal, the chief of our clan.
I am honored to make your acquaintance, Siora. This is incredible. You look so much alike you could be related. If you would allow me, Princess, I would like to confer a mission to my cousin.
She's not a princess! What the hell?
And Teleme, to give them my formal regards, that sort of thing, but also to discover what they've managed to learn. They've been here much longer than we have. Perhaps they've made some inroads to finding a cure for the Malachor.
Forgive me, Mal, but I have a request for you. My people needs your help.
I thought we might discuss matters together at leisure, but please, speak your piece.
The Alliance, the Bridge Alliance and my people are at war. My mother has sent me to you in search of allies. I fear that without your help, our clan will suffer great horrors. We have already lost so many souls.
This seems a sensible request. You know, though, we cannot go to war with our neighbors.
Perhaps there's a way to negotiate a ceasefire. The time to see things more clearly.
Excellent idea. I would be completely lost without you. Go and parley with, the Queen, dear cousin. Try and put an end to confrontations for the time being.
I will come.
It's a chief.
It will take more than one person to convince my mother to lay down our weapons.
Perfect. Take Kurt along with you and anyone you feel useful. I've been told that the roads are not safe. Safe travels, dear cousin. And watch out for yourself. I wouldn't want anything bad to happen to you.
Yum. Yum.
Do you have a moment?
Hello there.
Thank you for coming. I know that you're very busy.
I'm listening, sir.
This, as you know, your uncle has asked. Alas, I'm slightly too old to be so I'd appreciate it if, as you travel.
Very well. I will.
Excellent. One more thing. Do you remember bringing a specimen to the city was obviously, but according to my sources, there are others. I know that a scholar of the Alliance, Professor Seraphedin, has also taken an interest in
Seraphim.
I tried to contact him, but apparently he disappeared. Naturally, I cannot ask you to run, but if you can find any trace of him...
Very well.
The road to knowledge is long and difficult.
Oh, hey, another, chest. There we go. I love how this is apparently classified as New Serene for getting all the way up here. What is all the way up here? Plunk. And there we go.
It's blocked.
Noted. Could be a little bit quicker going down ladders, I'm sorry. Oh, and there's downstairs as well. Which I can barely see. so much to explore in this place. Although, so much of it is useless from the looks of it. Yep, useless. More useless. God damn it. You're doing a shit job as a governor. All your places are empty. Ooh. Not this, though. A lot of books. Let's see. Obsidian and all that. Cool. Hey, a bed. Just running around like a loot goblin for sure. Yonk. Ah, Meeps is home now. Welcome home, Meeps. You got done working and writing about, like, horny big Anubis masks. You know where the cookies are. Bonk. Ooh, a book. Nope, can't select the book. Alright. Nothing else worthwhile. Yeah, we're running around. Also, things you may have missed, Meeps. We killed a creature. I mean, there is more to it, but, you know, Twitch. I understand there is more to it, and you know exactly where I am on Twitter, so... Actually, Telegram? No, wait. Twitter, Telegram, Discord. There's a number of places. We can, like, exchange notes or something like that on the things we are writing. I haven't gone very far in my story, however. It's been, like, very tame so far and just getting dot points across. I had, like, a huge hubbub of, like, how do I, you know, get the person from here's a miserable, scrawny guy to here he is in the throes of growing big that he did not intend to do. So, at first, I thought I would make it, like, you know, a medical thing where it was like, oh, he went for, you know, he went for a visit to a doctor's or something like that, but the nurse made a mistake and injected him with growth hormones or something. But didn't want to do that because I didn't want the wrong message of don't go doctors or nurses being the message. So I've gone with the choice of he steals a guy's energy drink and... What do you mean? Oh, what?
I need a bit of practice.
Darn it. I gave him, like, no vigor. He can't balance or run. Alright, note to self. Vigor is the next important thing. Ooh, box. Take everything. There we go. So yeah, so I've now made it a thing where he steals the, or not steals, but, you know, in the eyes of the person who took it from, he takes a, you know, a mixed sports drink, while, like, you know, he's leaving a gym or something like that. And the idea is that, like, you know, rather than it being, like, the good old Gatorade Blue or whatever, it's actually, like, you know, a growth cocktail with, and proteins and all that kind of such. And so, because he takes it, like, you know, chugs it down or something crazy like that, he goes through, like, a massive growth spike overnight, which, you know, has him needing to go to a hospital, and then, you know, it's there that the doctor's like, oh, we've found out, like, what the reason was. You just had, like, a very strong reaction to the growth supplements. And he's just like, what? I didn't take any growth supplements. And he's like, yes, you have. Have you consumed any food or drink in the last 24 hours outside your norm? And he's like, oh, I drank this sports drink. And he's like, you very likely have just then, you know, consumed. And so now he has to go through the process of like, you know, he's now just a hyper individual where he has to deal with things such as, you know, clothes don't fit him anymore. His heart rate is pumping a lot. His heart is pumping a lot more blood than normal. He's breathing in a lot more oxygen than normal. So he's going to have, like, all these natural highs going off in his body. And so he has to, like, contend with the fact that, you know, he's just more acutely aware of his body, like the breathing, the muscles, and all that. And so he has to, you know, honestly, depending on the story outlines or bullet points, help keep me on track. Like broad strokes where I can fill in the details. Yeah, because I was able to, like, really quickly come up with, like, headers and things of, like, oh, how do I want the steps to go? Because you kind of want to have, like, you know, slow build up to a small drop, then a crescendo, and then you, like, slow down for an ending or something like that. So, because I had the idea of him, like, you know, he's in a job that he's not, you know, he's fine with it because he's good at it, but it's not something he excels in or gets a lot of reward for. But, you know, he goes through this, you know, issue of growth, and so he takes a bit of time off, and he, you know, has to contend with the fact that this is, like, the newest annoyance he's had to deal with, and he doesn't know how to actually deal with it. What in the world? How do I get out of here? Oh, I need to talk to this fella. Never mind. So, you know, for the first few weeks, it's like him just trying to deal with the fact that he's suddenly big. Oh, and he takes Doorframe with him. Lol. I made a joke of, like, you know, after his hospital visit or whatever like that, he actually does struggle through doors and such like that. So he doesn't go into, like, the hospital's bathroom anymore just because, like, he's worried he'll like, get stuck. But then when he gets home and such, he's, like, you know, he's, like, bending over. He's hunched over a lot of the time. So he spends more of his time in the living room than any other room because the ceiling there air goes up to the second floor so he can stand up straight and such. So, and there's all kinds of stories I want to write about.
Hello, Your Excellency.
Because there's a lot of scenarios you can have with a person who is not himbo or hyper, all of a sudden himbo or hyper. Like, they're a lot more intriguing because they're going to have faults, they're going to make mistakes, which are going to, like, you know, throw in more spanners into the works and, you know, interesting stories. Because I hate to break it to you, no good plan makes a good story.
We've come to find you regarding the merchandise.
Or sorry, no, not that. What's the phrase I'm thinking of?
Cargo, yes, I was told that had come in, and so he's got you working on this. Lucky Kurt.
No Day of Monotony is a good story.
Alas, no.
We read stories for the unusual, not the usual.
They're well guarded. A little less at night, but in spite of that, we weren't able to get them back.
Since these crates are registered in the ship's manifest, make an official request.
The modification of the manifest might have fooled a quartermaster, but it won't fool the Port Authority. We'd have too many details to explain to them, and our commander would not like that.
What? Is he waiting for us to bring them to him then?
No, of course not. But Kurt needs to find the right storehouse, as well as a discreet way to get in. And he must also mark the crates that belong to us.
Why is
Oh,
that?
Jesus.
They're already marked with an inscription.
Most of the men are illiterate. A coloured mark will stick out for them to find, but they need to be quick about it. They won't have the time to decipher a name.
I see. Well, let's see what we're able to do.
Is there anything else?
No, thank you.
These guys are shady as F. So yeah, there's like dozens of things I would